It dey hot, as in it dey hot like this. It dey hot. Patriot
Coming into this election, only two major political parties are coming into this election, and not three major political parties. And the two major political parties are the APC and the PDP. But that asseveration notwithstanding, I make bold to asseverate that even though this election is going to be contested among two major political parties, the election is throwing up three major presidential aspirants. And those three major presidential aspirants are His Excellency former Governor Peter Obi, His Excellency former Vice President of the country Atiku Abubakar, and of course the Jagaban of Bogu himself, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. How do these three presidential aspirants come to me? And what are their chances? I will start with former Governor Peter Obi. The Spartan discipline which Peter Obi has emblematized is simplicity, is courage, and is quixotic zeal for bringing about the Pax Nigeriana of our dreams. Commend itself to my patriotic palate. Another second statement I want to make about Peter Obi is that I do sincerely hope, and this is a rhetorical question to the political class, I do sincerely hope that Nigeria's parasitic and prebenda political class are learning the necessary lessons that has greeted the emergence of Governor Peter Obi. And I'm talking about the sheer emotionalism. I'm talking about the paroxysm of frenzyism that has greeted the emergence of Governor Peter Obi. A fervor that his supporters refer to as the obedient movement, but which I choose to describe as the emerging and surging political sirocco of Obiistic Obiism. And what are these lessons to be derived there from this Obiistic Obiism? It is that one, Nigerians, and particularly the Nigerian youth, have become completely dissatisfied. They've become languorous. They're in a state of lassitude as to the failings and frailties of the Nigerian political class, the entire Nigerian political class, be it APC, PDP, NNPP, or what have you. That is the statement that Nigerians and Nigerian youths are making. They made that first statement, which galvanized into the protestations that led to the NSAS debate. The NSAS. That was when the Nigerian youth made that first statement, that they have become completely tired of the entire political class. So the Peter Obi tendency and proclivity in our Nigerian political T-juncture just now is another re-emergence, a renewed resurgimento of that dissatisfaction. So if you ask me, I will say that Governor Peter Obi just now is only a vessel, is a receptacle of that tartness, that virulence, that acrimony, that causticity, that acerbity, that asperity, and that moroseness, with which Nigerians, and particularly the Nigerian youths, perceive of the entire Nigerian political class just now. But will Peter Obi, can Peter Obi ride on the crest and wave of this Nigerian disappointment into the comfortable bowels and bosom of the Aso Rock Villa I said, no, I don't see that. And I say so with all sense of responsibility. And that is why I drew the crucial difference between two political parties. Short of and mention myself in an aqua of political namby-pambyism, I don't see how the Labour Party can muster 25% in about 24 states in this election. So Peter Obi and the Labour Party, they will come face to face with the political and electoral 12 Labours of ECOWAS. But however, I salute his courage. I recognize his sincerity to want to cleanse the Nigerian audience tables. That will be my position just now on Peter Obi.
All right.
Atiku Abubakar, former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. How does it come across to me? And what are my perception of his chances? Atiku Abubakar has not had the privilege to serve in any executive position. The only political piazza where he has served was when he came under the shadows of the looming, towering, and avuncular former President Matthew Aremu Okikiola-Akin Olusegun Obasanjo. Who else can give a competent and objective account of Atiku Abubakar more than his boss that he worked with for 8 years? The last time I checked, the competendu, or if you like call it the report card, by former President Olusegun Obasanjo on Atiku Abubakar was very unflattering, was uncomplimentary, and very damning in any material particular. Atiku Abubakar comes to me as a candidate who wants to bring about his ambition, not even caring about puncturing the fragile lines, puncturing the centripetal forces, the agglutinating forces that binds Nigeria together. Why do I say this? The PDP party constitution recognizes zoning. The 1999 constitution talks about federal character. And that was why all the southern governors and well-meaning Nigerians begged, practically on their knees begging, all northern political dramatists personae to zone the presidency in their party to the south. Because it will be maniacally bewildering. It will be testing the patience of Job that an Hausa Fulani Northerner in President Muhammadu Buhari, having served for 8 years, will not be replaced by another Hausa Fulani Northerner in an Atiku Abubakar. But that didn't matter much to him. I don't want to hear the fallacious argument that President Buhari was from APC. The question I ask was President Buhari, or is President Buhari president of APC? President Buhari is president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So it will be a fallacy of post hoc ego propter hoc and a fallacy of petitio principi begging the question to say that President Buhari was president of APC. What are his chances? I believe that the political gods of federal character, I believe that the political gods of justice, I believe that the political gods of equity, I believe that the political gods of all fair-minded Nigerians who believe that the zoning principle that was constitutionalized in the PDP's constitution and that of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will not allow Atiku Abubakar to win the election. What more? We have about three PDP candidates in the race in different political parties. Governor Peter Obi is going to dig deep, electorally lacerate and macadamize the PDP in their traditional strongholds, like the South and the Southeast. Little wonder that strategists like former Governor McAfee is already in a state of lacrimousism, begging Peter Obi to come back to his original political homestead. That is because that gentleman recognizes that the Peter Obi tendency is going to eat deep into the traditional stronghold of the PDP.
We're going to have to come in there so that we can, talk about, a wide range of topics as well. It's very interesting. I love your adjectives, some very interesting adjectives you have used to describe this, the different parties. But let's move on a little bit to some more recent happenings and a conversation we were having just minutes ago in the studio before you joined us. How justified is Governor Nyesom Wike in his strivings within the People's Democratic Party? Would you say he's burning his bridges?
I will answer that question, but you will not be fair to me, Abisola, if I don't talk about if I don't talk about the other major presidential candidates,
yes,
Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Yes, please. We want to do that. We want to do that.
I will run through that like yes. Talking about Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is like talking about the political Oriri Bobo himself. If you ask me, I believe that of all the presidential candidates in the race just now, that is the candidate that engaged in self-immolation and self-abnegation and paid the price for democracy. So he's the only one just now that can consolidate on the dividends